it was the alley. Chestnut trees were all along the alley. Next to the chestnut trees there were very big spruce trees. Nowadays only the path. When we used to be children, all of us of the village used to pasture cattle around the ruins of the palace, in the park, in the orchard. So I have known the area very well. There are inclination. Now you know the reason why we want to build just here. From this place you can see very far. The place is unique. This is the place where used to be the palace, nothing left. On the other side you can only see a few bricks. These big jugs all had been in the lay stall. I suppose these big crocs were thrown into the lay stall when a new owner of the palace was going to move in. That time all things which were in the palace were removed out. It means all things which had belonged to the former owner were thrown at the same time. These are metal objects. The knight in his armor. This is the part of the coat of arms. Next to there is a not complete brass crown. We don't know how many palaces were in this place. According to Conservator of Monuments in Wrocław, there is a note that there was a palace in Nowosielce in year 1733. This dish is 20 inches long. We have found all its parts. It was made by Villeroy and Boch. There are some very interesting parts of porcelain. The motifs are so beautiful. We really want to put them together, but they are not all parts. It's a pity. It cannot be put together. The plates, chamber pot. It's assembled of 17 pieces. The last palace was built in the beginning of 20th century. The wash basin. The cover. These mugs, all of Villeroy and Boch. Now there is a mason porcelain. Very often we had used a tape glue instead of real glue to stick. It is just temporarily. Mason porcelain. This plate doesn't belong to the Mason porcelain. Very nice plate. It's so perfect. It looks like a photo. There are some other parts of the others, but we could not put it together. Not all parts. Look at this mug. They are not all parts, but you can see some holes. But we were able to get the result, the shape. There are 8 parts in it. Now the eggs. We were very astonished when we saw the eggs after so many years in the lay stall. The eggs are made of porcelain. German Easter hare, which brings present during Easter. The secessional chandelier. We don't know if the head is the right part of this. The angel made of lead. This utensil for painting. In this small one there is a paint, and in the big one water. The recording mercury in glass. It looks okay, but doesn't work. We don't know what's this. It's crystal glass with some holes in it. This is lead water pipe. It was cut off of another lead pipe. This pipe can prove there was lead water pipe in the park. Not all people know that lead pipe were used in the past. Now there are modern pipes made of plastic. These old bottles. On each bottle there is a written capacity of the bottle. These gallipots show that in the half of 19th century there was a palace. We think in the gallipots was extract of beef. They got of 30 kilograms of meat, 1 kilo of extract. In the lay store was not found any tin. The tins were started to make in second half of the 19th century. Why do we think like that? There were found 2 gallipots with the written information. We have checked the information in internet. the appropriate English mug. It is assembled of 8 pieces. Silver wedding of British Prince and Princess of Wales, Edward and Alexandra. There is a date, 10th of March 1888, and both coats of arms. We are almost sure there was a connection of the people who used to live in the palace with the British aristocracy. The typical Prussian eagle. The part of comb. It is made of ivory. In those days, a lot of things were made of ivory. These are old bulbs. If you look at them well, you will see the tiny wire. It's quite different than the wire in bulbs now. Oborniki got electricity in 1911. We think at the same time the palace got it. So the bulbs are from about that time. We have done painting-taking job. We had taken all parts, even teeny bits of porcelain, from the ash. There are 732 bits in this bottle. All of them are chips, but we had taken them in case they would fit to get complete some utensils. Soap holder from palace. The part of toothbrush without hair, which have disappeared. Mouthpiece of pipe. The part of glasses. The porcelain inkstand. The typical crystal, not complete. The china, almost complete. The cup. There are many parts. For sure we will assemble something. These pieces were found lately. There was no time to put them together. This teapot was without a handle. The handle was found and glued. These jugs. This one is complete, and this is a cup or bowl from China or Japan. The bottle made of clay, it looks old. I never seen bottle like this before. Some members of the association had tried to find all of parts of porcelain, even the smallest ones. During the washing, some of them did not want to separate from the fingers. They were so extremely light. We have found about 8,000 pieces of porcelain. If the member of our association Nice View will still have energy and we will remain in our focus, soon or later we will get our aim. There is a choice. Maybe someone instead of us will build memory chamber and the tower. Read it from the board. Association Nice View is going to build memory chamber and the sea tower in the place where used to be a latest palace in Nowosielce. Help, please. If we will not be able to do it, maybe you one day will build the memory chamber and the tower. Model will wait for you.